Okay, you go first.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Eileen, and I'm 28.
Hi, I'm Kai, and I'm 20.
I'm Amy, and I'm 56.
I'm Monique, and I'm 40.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
How do you define feminism, and do you consider yourself a feminist?
I think it's such a loaded word these days, and I'm kind of like, I'm kind of afraid of not defining it correctly.
There's so many just differing definitions. To me, it is, we're all equal. We should be treated equal. We should have equal opportunities.
I had a subscription to Ms. Magazine. You know, I grew up in the women's movement. It meant a huge amount to me that this movement was happening. And then it got co-opted by the Democratic Party and liberalism. I think my problem with feminism is identity politics.
I would say I'm 95% a feminist. The constant, like, well, you need a man around here. The 10% of me that believes that makes me feel like I'm not
feminisming right.
Yeah, I'm not, like, doing it right.
What's one thing you wish you could change about how men interact with you on a daily basis?
Anything I say is just going to lead to a lot of not all men comments.
Yeah. I mean, certain men definitely need to change. There's one man in particular that I think we all know needs to change.
I do think the thing I want from men is better allyship, because I've been really fortunate that I haven't had a lot of negative interactions, but there's been a lot of opportunities for them to speak up or do more that have been missed that I didn't even realize were missed until I started meeting people who would take them.
Men interact with me and try to guess, like, what my ethnicity is. To me, it feels like they're trying to impress me by being able to infer something about me before I, like, can confirm it.
I get that all the time.
Yeah.
But it's like, even if you guess right, like, does that mean that you suddenly understand something about me?
Exactly.
Do you feel pressure to change the way you speak in certain situations?
In the work environment, and I spent a lot of my career in finance and on trading floors around mostly men, how do you convey that you are, you know what you're talking about? It's like saying things with confidence and like saying things with conviction, and also erasing some of the ahs and ums and like the verbal crutches.
So I constantly like check my emails like for how many times I say just, or like how many exclamation points I include when like I'm just kind of an exclamation point person.
In my life, I am a very feminine person. I like wearing heels. I like wearing bright colors. I have a lot of pink. And at one point in my life, I thought, well, maybe I should dress more seriously, so I could be taken more seriously as a professor. But the truth is, people need to be comfortable with professors looking like lots of different people.
How is your experience as a woman different from your parents' generation?
There's obvious differences, like saying things like, I send like 300 emails a day, and then being like, I send 2 a week.
Most of my growing up, she was a housewife, and I sensed that melancholy. I knew I would never want that.
Well, I think of my dad's sister who moved to England to study to be a draftswoman, because then women couldn't be architects. My sister's an architect. So I think it's kind of coming a little bit of full circle. So, a career choice that my aunt couldn't have, a generation later, my sister could.
Oh, I didn't polish my nails. Now I feel...
know. I was biting my nails this morning.
Yeah, the question that I'm looking at right now is, do you find yourself judging other women for how they present? Well, don't look at my nails in case you are judging me.